Okay, this is level 1 vault for fall 2, weeks 1 and 2. Becca is going to demonstrate kneeling with arms in opposition, and we're looking for good running arms and changing sides. Go ahead, Miss Becca. Notice how she has her arms in a 90-degree angle, and she's taking big enough steps so that her knees are also at 90. Next, Becca's going to use a hula hoop. She's going to stand inside and keep her arms really straight and do high knees, trying to get her knees up to touch the hoop. Go ahead, Becca. Perfect. Then you can have kids turn around and keep their arms pushing the hoop down, and then have their feet come up and try to kick the hoop with their heels. Awesome. We're going to use a small cheese, and then you can have kids put their hands on top and push it down the runway. Whenever you're ready, Becca. They're going to try to get their knees up high in the front, and then they can turn it around and push it back. Awesome. Please continue to spend a few moments on the hurdle arm circles using the big carpets prior to beginning the other stations, but when we go to stations, we'll go to the springboard. And we want to try to do these stations using a run. So instead of just taking a couple steps, we're taking more, so we can practice that good running that we just practiced all the drills for. So Becca's going to show us run, hurdle arm circle, straight jump onto the carpet. Lovely. Miss Hamilton, can you do it again and do better running arms? She's going to have her arms bent more like a 90-degree angle this time for the run. There we go. Awesome. After that, we can flip that trapezoid down, and they can do the same thing up onto the green trapezoid. So still going from a run, trying to have them think about their good running arms. Straight jump up onto the box. Nice. And then they can do a safety stick to get down. Awesome. Then we're going to do plank position on your elbows. Perfect. Thanks, Becca. And you start them in a hollow. Then we want them to do a saggy belly so they feel the wrong shape, and then come back to a hollow. And then sag and come back to a hollow. And sag and come back to a hollow. And you're probably going to have to be hands-on with this so that you can get them in the right position and they can feel the difference. Thanks, Becca. Now we'll move on to box pose up the cheese. So we're looking for alignment. Can you walk your hands in a little bit more towards the cheese? Oh, wow. You really do look like a box. That's okay. If it falls on you, it's all right. So we want to try to have hands right under hips, and then a 90-degree angle at your waist, so you look like a box. Now I'm going to try to get this cheese off of you. And can you put your feet up a little bit higher? I think if they go up on, there you go. Okay, if kids can do that, then they can practice lifting one leg up straight to the ceiling. So now they're trying to feel that vertical alignment for a handstand. And then if they can handle that, you can have them try to switch legs. Awesome. Thank you, Becca. Next, we're going to do turtle rocks on the carpet. So the idea here is that they're curving their shoulders up. See if you can do it without letting your feet touch on the floor. There you go. So their shoulders are curled up on the floor. They're reaching forward with their arms. They have their knees bent at 90 degrees and their hips at 90 degrees. So their shins want to be like a tabletop. Thank you, Becca. Can you show us the wrist extensions and curls? We're going to have kids hold the weight with one hand on each side and have them just flex their wrists up to the ceiling and then relax them. And then they can also curl them up, so that would be palm up to the ceiling, and they're doing that same curling action. Make sure that they're only using one weight, because if they try to do one in each hand, that'll be too heavy for them. Next, we're moving to the panel mat. We're going to try to do fast feet up and down onto the mat and down onto the carpet, whenever you're ready. And we're just trying to develop them to move quick. Lots of times kids are doing stuff, but everything's really slow, so we're just trying to get them a little bit of fast twitch muscle going. Thank you, Becca. Up on the tumble track, at each cone we'll do a hurdle arm circle and then a straight jump. Nice, and we're trying to think about coordinating the arms and the legs and then having everything in vertical alignment from their fingers to their toes. And finally they'll try handstand, flat back on the tumble track. And we want to make sure that they're squeezing. Can you do another one for me? Please spot this station until you know that kids can do it. And you'd want to have a hand under the shoulder blades and then also spotting the back of the legs. Sorry, I can't videotape and spot at the same time. And that is level 1 vault.